What is up, guys? We are back with another video in the Unranked to Unreal series. If you guys missed the first episode, we ended up getting placed in silver, which is kind of surprising. I think for the first video, I'm going to upload that entire game as its own video, kind of like the Inside the Mine videos. But for the rest of the series, I think I'm going to kind of splice together like several games and kind of cut out like the dull and boring parts so that the series isn't incredibly long, especially with these lower elo matches. I think a pleasant Piazza this game, I guess. I like that POI. It's always been solid. The radio tower is not on that hill, so you can actually see the radio towers before you land. There's a radio tower that can spawn there. Oh, it did spawn. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong hill. I'm dumb. But yeah, so the radio tower is there. So we're going to clear this POI and then go for the radio tower afterwards. And then from there, kind of just play until the bunkers spawn and then try to go get attachments. That's kind of my game plan. For the early game this season with like boss medallions, or like kind of not required to go to the vault POIs to get attachments. Like the medallions are quite good, but you don't, like, there's not a vault to get anymore. All right, so no gun. It's not the greatest. Nemesis AR. It's a shotgun. Nice. White auto. Not the greatest, but any auto shotgun off spawn is quite good. Someone just one pump somebody in here. Getting these barrels. GG's. Always my favorite thing to do in Fortnite. Shockwave through a wall on somebody. I could have probably not wasted the shockwave there, but if I run around this door, I feel like it's kind of something that favors him. So I just wanted to shockwave into this corner and be behind him and catch him off guard. People fighting on the other side of the POI. I'm gonna open a supply drop over there. They might come this way. Only one AR tag, but I think I'll go on it anyways. 30 damage, but I was gonna say it's not the most relevant 30 damage tag because he was regenning his overshield when I tag him there. So like we prevent the overshield regen, which is nice, but I don't expect him to be that weak. But auto shotgun, GG's. Very skillful. Very nice that this is still in the game. Where's his drone, bro? Nice. Chug splash are back. I think I would rather have big pots. I probably should have used the splash and took the big. I didn't realize that was 2 bigs. I thought it was just 1. But I think I would rather have 3 bigs and 6 splashes, especially in solos. One of the kind of advantages of splashes would be that you can share it with your teammates and heal together. And that's definitely pretty valuable in team modes. But in solos, I think I would rather just have the big pots. In the past, the main advantage of splashes is that you could like use it while moving and stuff. But that's not as much of a factor anymore because you can also use bigs while moving. Flashes are still nice in the sense that you can heal fast and kind of hit 20, maybe shockwave away or sprint away, do another 20, and then just kind of rinse and repeat that. Whereas like with the bigs, while you can heal, it's like pretty limited on healing, and if you ever have to stop using the big, then it's gone. So there's that to consider. I'm not the biggest fan of the DMR. I talked about this in the first game, but I'm not the biggest fan of the DMR right now. But I don't have like a real ranged weapon because my AR doesn't have a sight on it. So I will take the DMR in instances like this. We have about a minute 40 seconds until the radio tower spawns. It spawns 30 seconds in the second zone. People looting. Maybe we can just go ahead and drive to the radio tower now. And there is a bunker here, so this one is not going to spawn when the bunkers open up. To my understanding, they'll be closed, but they won't have chains on them like this. When they have chains on them like that, it means it's not going to open, at least to my understanding. And I am recording this video on Sunday, so like a day after the season started, so not the most knowledgeable about every single little thing thus far, but that is my understanding of how these weapon bunkers work. I don't expect that one to be open. A lot of splashes here. Let's have drum. Nope. 2 seconds and then the boss will spawn. The guard, I guess. I feel like it feels wrong to call him a boss. R.I.P. Peter Griffin. Okay, this is what I was talking about last game. Look at how far down the hill he spawned. So I would use the big there since I'm going to carry splashes, but there was so many splashes down the hill that we can just grab on our way out that I'm not too concerned about it. One other nice use of the DMR somewhat, like I said, I'm not a DMR fan at all. But in team game mode, sometimes finding enough heavy ammo for everybody can be a struggle, and this goes off medium. These people are potentially fighting, but these medallion circles are quite large, with each player just having one medallion. More wings. This seems like it's going to be a damage trade fight. Dead. No way Poseidon throws grenades, man. Like the god of water? Why is he making things blow up? He should be like healing people. Chug splash. It's kind of like water. DMR was solid there, but that's the nature of the DMR. If you're going to fight someone that's just going to stand there and let you shoot them, then it's like, yeah, it's a great gun, but almost anything would do good there, you know? Like, imagine if I had a sniper, there's probably the same thing happened. There was somebody on this hill. Oof. TTV Jelly Boy. Alright. I'm a hater. DMR wasn't bad there. He was just sitting still, but that was partially because he was on the bike trying to leave, I think. Like, he was getting ready to leave, and then I pulled up. And you guys know how it is sometimes when you're, like, on the bike and you're trying to get off. Game's weird. I'm gonna go for these weapon attachments. Always... Okay, yeah, I was about to say, always be very cautious when you do so, though, because there's gonna be people camping it. There's somebody down there. So this guy was, like, worried about someone camping it down there while I pulled up. No equipment here for me to do anything with. I think I'm going to throw a shockwave there. Shockwave him into the back corner. And then, yeah. So he was likely playing this corner here. That's where people are most often going to be. Me shockwaving right there pushes him back to here. And it allows me to get down these stairs and not immediately be barrel stuffed by him. And then also he's having to respond to a situation in real time that I'm kind of making happen. So it's a bit advantageous for me in comparison to him. But just always be prepared for people to be ratting in here. I think there's somebody behind me. Play backing up. So he's just playing off his shotgun there. I'm already on my AR. We just keep beaming him and backing up. His shotgun gets worse and worse over time. He's got a sniper. We can make use of that. Don't know where his player is. We know they're somewhere around here. They're also going to know I'm somewhere around here because both of us have medallions. Just kind of want to move around in this area. Get what information I can without giving up too much myself. It's like a weird like cat and mouse game. Oh shoot. They're likely gonna know where I am better than I know where they are though, because they know the direction I came from and I've been like 0-point dashing around. Got visual audio in here. I think he's above. Not too familiar with this POI. This is like low-key the first time I've ever been here. He doesn't have a crown. I heard him though. There's even more stairs down. This is likely where he is. Didn't hear him get affected by that. Visual audio. 2 people, likely one in a hired AI. Nice. That wasn't the medallion player though. Somebody up here. Shoot, bait him. He just pads away. Imagine. I want to be too tunnel visioned on him. Is this in done? It is. AR needs to be reloaded. Sniper needs to be reloaded. Oh, there's somebody up here. Not ideal, but I don't know if they know that I know. Or if they even know that I'm here at all. Shockwave him off. They use a lot of my shockwaves, but I have Cerberus for mobility, if it comes down to it. Thought that guy was looking bottom now. Bots over here. I don't see them down there, though. I think that Friezo is behind this, right? Oh, they moved. Oh, they're in the temple now. Everyone's gonna try to third party us. I can't tell if this is gonna be on zone or not now. That's like next zone though. This guy might land on that Frieza. I don't think he got any of his lightning attacks off. I think this Frieza is full HP. I could just shockwave down there and fight that guy. And I think I have pretty decent chance of winning that fight. But we'll just play correct. He's got to come to me. 18 seconds on zone. Nice. That shot hits. I'm not that concerned about that shot hitting. I just want to keep making this guy buy into the sniper fight. If I don't peek at all, then he might not be as inclined to keep, like, you know, dealing with that sniper fight. Is this in zone? No? I don't know how I'm going to get up on this hill. I'm not going to lie. Oh, that wasn't even last guy. Alrighty then. I thought for sure that was the last player. Okay. GG's. I should have known that wasn't the last player. Like, I just didn't look at the player count at all. But also, when that Frieza and the other player were fighting right here, it wasn't that Lego lady. And that Lego lady was the one I shockwaved off that mountain. And then just kind of gave myself control of the high ground. And, you know, some people might not want to invest a shockwave into just moving another player. But, like, getting that mountain made my life a lot easier. Now we're finally out of silver. And into gold, luckily. We're gonna go fencing this game. Fencing is interesting now because it was packed all of last season, but it hasn't been as contested from what I've played so far this season. Sometimes you'll still get a lot of people landing here, but it hasn't been like 10, 15 people deep like it was before. And it's just like a weird POI to play out now. Because before you were kind of all worried about, like, you know, dealing with the boss and that, and now you just don't have to be worried about that. Also, with the removal of coolers. Kind of sad. I should probably just not even land at this building anymore because, like, part of why I landed at this spot before was because of the coolers that no longer exist. We got the slurp truck though. I'm surprised they didn't change that. I was like, that was like the thing I was most eager to see when I landed here. It's like, is the slurp truck still an option? And you could just land right on it, but I've never been the biggest fan of doing that. I think I just always want guns more. That's so safe. This is sad. No shields. And I got wings as my mobility. Dang, I thought that was a sniper for a second. There was people that landed here, but I like did not hear any fighting, and I've yet to hear any like footsteps or see any visual audio or anything like that yet. Up here we go. I'm at a sprint. Alrighty then, that was questionable. Of course, we get the worst timing. The moment I run out of sprints. That guy's there. I think I would rather have the flowberry fizz as my mobility than the wings. I'm not even lying. To fight, I feel like I'm down to fight, but this tree is kind of griefing. Nice. I really wanted to not let that person get away. I'm bloodthirsty. Doesn't have extended mag on it. My opinion of the gate shotgun is significantly higher if it has drum mag. And this one does not have it, but the mod benches will be opening up soon, so I'll just use this for now. Probably would be better just to take that purple auto shotgun though and have, you know, shotgun that I very much enjoy. 3 bullets can be fine for solos. Oh wait, did they already open up? I'm dumb. Fortnite is pay to win. Spend 200 gold on shockwaves. This AR still doesn't have a sight, by the way. This guy's Zeusing somebody else. They didn't get the kill. I don't know, man. I'm like tempted to get involved there, because I feel like there's no way the winner of this fight comes out of it healthy. But also, I would really like to put attachments on my guns because I don't have the shotgun attachments I want. And I also don't have any attachments on this AR. And I really do not like using the third person... What is it? It's a Warforged AR? Is that what it's called? I don't like the third person version of it. That Cerberus player, I think I would have that medallion right now if I had had a red dot on it. Because we had him quite weak. Someone has been here. If I could put attachments on so much faster if it just let us do it. Okay. Want to zip over here? Oh, he's leaving. I'm gonna go down to these other cars because mine was out of fuel pretty much. No G-Wagons, though. Wait, there was. It's hiding behind the reboot van. I don't know which medallions these are going to be. I think the one that has Cerberus is on island right now because he had 2 and was coming from that way earlier. So I think this other one I see, it has to be Zeus because Ares is still there. So this is Zeus, and then this is the 2 like kind of underworld ones. Oh, they're about to fight. Nice. I thought that 2 medallion player was just chilling on island. I think that's the 2 medallion player, and this is the 1. Oh, he's diving on him with wings. This fight is about to conclude. Yep, told you. Or maybe not. Someone else died, I think. Every time I see someone use wings, I assume they're about to be back in the pregame lobby. I don't know if this guy's weak or not. They're fighting for a while. 0-point dash would be so good right here. This guy's elusive. This is the one with dashes. He's out though. He's very weak. Because I hit him only 50 blue there and it popped his shield. And there's been enough time for his overshield to regen. So, yeah, I know that that guy is like quite weak when I hit him only 50 blue and he's already out of shield. Means the other guy had popped his shield. That was just odd timing though. Like I thought like they were heavy fighting and then just eluding people. Like neither of them were getting anything done. Two people remain. Oof. There's one of them. Buddy guy 9518 did not know he was playing Fortnite. GG's. That's a 1v1. My guess is this player is on island, but oh, no, they're right there. GG's. Not a very exciting game, but I feel like my off-spawn loot was just so bad. Like once I got that other guy's loot, we could just start running through people. But no scope on an AR and no sight on the Warforged AR is just like hard to get an engage or like a start to a fight that isn't just like hopping on somebody 50-50. There we go. I was like surprised. I didn't think I was going to get very much percent from that. Nice. That was like a level and a half almost, I think. I think I was like very early on gold 1. Haha, Peter Griffin, you should have went snooty steps. I'm gonna get to this so I have cover. Take these minis. I want to get involved. But we don't have the greatest weapon. That man had way too much faith in the auto shotgun. I'm getting sniped from somewhere, I think. Brother is far away. We just leave him be. He's not a threat all the way over there, and it seems like he's getting shot by somebody else. Rather be more worried about things that are potential threats. Like, yeah, there's somebody here. I went back on this roof, so now that guy does have line of sight on me, but I was gonna say, as long as I'm not... My god. As long as I'm not, like, on that roof, that guy shouldn't be a problem. Alright. Easy feels, hold my splashes. That rodent was so thirsty for my loot off that other guy. I just thought there was nobody else here. But either way, like, that guy all the way over there is not a threat unless I'm standing on this roof, right? And so I'm better off just not standing on that roof and then looting and worrying about people that actually could be a threat to me than like sniping somebody that's like ridiculously far away. This Brutus NPC here does sell purple auto shotguns, which is quite nice. Somebody up top here. He had flowberry effect, but it ran out. Oh gosh. Bro, I thought he was up here. Guy actually scared me. I'm literally a dinosaur, dude. I cannot see them unless they're moving. Okay, nice. This one did open. Yeah, I was just coming here because it was on the way to where I had to go anyways. And like, I was hoping that it would be unconned. Or that it would open up. And if not, we could just go to one of the ones in town. This guy's a hired AI. That's why there's 2 sets of visual steps. No, man. I wanted to just shockwave back to my car right away, but I like was sliding. My sniper needs to be reloaded as well. I have no shocks, but there's a few legendary chests that spawn in here. I don't know what this guy's doing. Very lucky EMP placement. I really like, typically in competitive zero build, bunkers are like extremely high value, but I think in the lower ranks it's really not that necessary. There's somebody here. Just gonna fight him. I don't know where exactly he went, but I definitely heard somebody here. Maybe he's in this bush. Yeah, he is. GG's. But anyways, like I was trying to say, like typically I would think in the lower elo lobbies, it's not nearly as big of a deal as it will be in higher ranks. Just because there's not that many people alive, so there's not like a real end game. Typically. We'll see how this plays out. I doubt this guy had shocks. Yeah, I was gonna say, I doubt he had shocks because he had wings, and typically people don't carry both. I think that man is one with the tree. Did not see him at all. Link's skin is OP. This is Ares medallion. Nice. And he has a Cerberus with drum mag gold. Has a sight on it, which I would not prefer. Typically the sight on the shotgun doesn't bother me that much because I just don't aim down sight often, but I find myself aiming down sight more frequently with the Cerberus shotgun because it has that weird spread. My G-Wagon is incredibly weak. These put out fires, by the way. If you guys haven't played when Chug Splash were in the game before. G-Wagon over there. That's that player, though. The good news is that player has the medallion I want most. They have the dashes. Nice. Like I was saying, no shockwaves. The dashes fix my mobility problem. And it could be really nice in team game modes as well, because like it could be hard to get shocks for a whole team sometimes, you know. So if you have that, you can kind of get by on less shockwaves than your teammate. That happened in a game yesterday. It was like in game, me and my teammate only had like 4 shockwaves to our name, so I just took this and let them have the most of the shock. I think I kept like 1. Sadly, had to use my bunker, though. I'm gonna check front of junk to see if there's a G-Wagon spawn there. I'd really like to have a G-Wagon in this zone, but it's on the mountain. The snow mountains have always been the worst in games for zero build. Nice. Shocks better than wings. I think I would rather have the bunkers though. Typically I would rather have shockwaves. But with this zone, I think the bunkers will be better. If I didn't have the Cerberus thing, I would still just take the shockwaves. But this zone is so bad, I feel like bunkers here will be huge. No G-Wagon spawned out front. Radio tower is also huge here because I was going to go play that like snow side. And now we know not to. Still 5 opponents remaining. Getting up this hill is going to be a struggle. That's why the G-Wagon is much preferred to me than these other cars. More bunkers. That's awesome. Like, typically, you have a better view on the bushes when looking down. That was why, like, when I was fighting that guy in the bush earlier, I threw the bunker so I could look down on him. I think he's in that bush. But I am not leading enough. Time is on my side, though. This, it gets much better for me than it does for him. But we just have to worry about other people. Bodied him. That's not anything I'm going to do anything with, though. And it's still a minute on zone. But make him waste some heals. But he has more than enough time to heal. I'm, like, kind of sketched about using this bush. Because I think with his angle, he could just, like, easily see my skin. Like, rough to sit in bushes and not know if the enemy can, like, easily see you from where they are, you know? NPC is moving. He glided. Let's check behind me. I don't know if I'm safe here. I think he can see me. Gotta do calculus to figure out how much to lead there. Oh my gosh. I told you the wings are death sentence. They're fighting, but I don't think I get to them in time. 1v1. Bodied him again. This guy hates me, dude. That's the 3rd time I bodied him. Again, zone is on my side, but it's long enough that he just heals, I think. By the time I get there, and by the time zone forces him to do anything. This might be a good spot to be. I want to kind of get more closer to him, though, because I think he's going to use wings. Like, that bunker I had there was fine, but this one is going to give me a better opportunity to, like, shoot him out of the air if he wings. Which I think he will. I think he'll late rotate and then pop wings based on how he's played thus far. I thought he was about to go into that porta potty, which brings you all the way up to Grand Glacier. That's why I, like, stopped talking for a second. I was mind blown. Where is he going? I told you he'd late rotate with wings. Which is so bad. Like, late rotating with mobility can be fine with shockwaves because you instantly get in and you're harder to track. But, like, late rotating with wings is, like... I don't know. I think just using those wings in general is a death sentence if, like, the opponents shoot back. Alright, finally almost out of gold. And I don't think I've lost a game of ranked yet. Can you view that? Okay, yeah, so I haven't lost a game yet of zero build ranked. We've played 4 and won 4. Probably definitely could have got more kills, but like I was saying before, it's like kind of weird playing in these lower elo lobbies, and it's so early on in the season that like I don't expect everybody in the lower ranks to be bad. But it's been surprising thus far.